Welcome to our Let's Learn channel. Today we are going to see about measurements. Measurements. Is there any idea? Yes. Measurement is the process of finding the length, size or quantity of a substance. Physics is based on the study of systematic measurement. It's necessary to measure the things accurately. Without measurement, it would be difficult for scientists to conduct experiments or form theories. Not only measurement is important in science, it is also essential in industry, engineering, construction, manufacturing, and other activities. Thus, measurement is an integral part of our day-to-day life. Next, SI units. There are 7 basic units in the SI system. First, length. SI unit is meter, symbol M. Next, mass. SI unit is kilogram. Next, time. SI unit is seconds. Next, temperature. For that, it's Kelvin. For electric current, that is ampere. For amount of substance, it's mole. And for luminous intensity, that is candela. These are all the basics we have to know: CGS, MKS and FPS. The full form of CGS system is nothing but centimeter gram second system, which means in the system the fundamental units of centimeter gram seconds coming. In MKS system, the full form denotes meter kilogram second system. In FPS system, which is nothing but a full form, foot pound second system. Next, length. Length can be defined as a measurement of the physical quantity of distance. The basic unit of length as identified by the International System of Units, which means SI unit, is meter. For example, scale, inch tape, etc. are using to measure length. Let us consider in a laboratory, a small meter scale is used to measure the length of any object. In a meter scale, the smallest length, which means 1 millimeter, can be measured. That is the least count of a meter scale. If you want to measure a substance which has a 1 inch, which means 2.54 centimeter, but we are getting only a reading whether 2.5 or 2.6 centimeter. The measurement is not accurate. Is it possible to measure? Yes, it is possible to measure accurately with the help of secondary scale called Vernier scale, which is designed by a French scientist, Pierre Vernier. Its least count value is 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. Least count is nothing but the smallest measurement that can be measured by using a device or instrument is called least count. So let us consider vernier calipers, which is used to measure the inner and outer breadth of rods, thickness of any sort of object accurately. Vernier caliper. This is a vernier caliper diagram. See, this is main scale and this is thumb screw and this is vernier scale, and here top is lock screw and the top it is upper jaws for inside measurements and here lower jaws for outside measurements, and finally here it is depth rod. As I told, the smallest measurement that can be measured used a device of instrument is called least count of that instrument. Let us consider vernier caliper. So the vernier caliper consists of thin long steel bar graduated in centimeter and millimeter that is called main scale. At the left end and upper jaw and the lower jaw are fixed perpendicular to the bar called fixed jaws. To the right of the fixed jaws of the vernier calipers is found the vernier scale consisting of an upper and a lower movable jaws that slides over the main scale, which is nothing but it is movable. The vernier scale can be moved or fixed at any position by tightening screws provided on it. The lowering jaws are used to measure the external dimensions and upper jaws used to measure the internal dimensions of objects. Next, errors. Error is defined as the deviation from the actual value. If the value is greater than that of actual value, it is called positive error, which is nothing but if the zero of a vernier scale is to the right of the main scale, the zero error is positive. For negative error, if the value is less than that of actual value, that is called negative value. That means negative error. So that means if the zero of the vernier scale is to the left of the main scale, the zero error is negative and the zero correction is positive. For positive error, zero correction is negative. And what about the no zero error? If the zero of the vernier scale coincides with the zero of the main scale, then there is no error. So, which is known as no zero error. Let us see about mass and weight. Mass, which is nothing but the amount of matter in an object, is considerable one. In weight, we are considering about amount of gravitational force acting on an object. In mass, it is measured in kilograms. In weight, it is measured in newtons. Mass is closely related to inertia. Weight closely related to gravity. Mass measured by balance. For example, beam balance, two-pan balance, physical balance, etc. In weight by scale, which means spring balance, medical scale, etc. Mass, which remains the same unless something is added or taken away. Weight that can be changed based on where are you in universe. This is nothing but beam balance. This is two-pan balance, and this is, we know very well, physical balance, and this is a spring balance, and this is digital balance, and this is medical scale. Time. Let us consider time. Time is what a clock reads. In classical or non-relativistic physics, it is a scalar quantity, and like length, mass and a charge, etc., it is usually described as a fundamental quantity. Time provides us with a measure of change by putting dates on moments, fixing the duration of events and specifying events happened before and other events. In order to that, we use some method of time measurement. So that is needed one. So this is a sundial, which is based on the principle of shadow of an object found on the ground. We know very well this is a sand clock, and this is a mechanical clock, pendulum clock also it is known as. Then this is a quartz clock, digitally quartz clock. Let us consider symbols for measurements. There two quantities are there, one smaller quantities and another larger quantities. For the factor and prefix and symbol is given. In factor, 10 power minus 1 is deci, symbol D. For 10 power minus 2, it is centi, symbol C. For 10 power minus 3, it is milli, small m. For 10 power minus 6, it is micro, symbol mu. For 10 power minus 9, which is nothing but a nano, symbol small n. So we should remember this. Next, as I told, larger quantities, factor, prefix, symbol. 10 power 1, which is nothing but a deca, symbol dA. For 10 power 2, hecto, symbol h. Factor 10 power 3, prefix kilo, symbol k. For 10 power 6, prefix mega, symbol capital M. Small m denotes milli, capital M denotes mega. For 10 power 9, which is nothing but giga, symbol is G. So these are all the basic smaller and larger quantities. We should remember this. Thank you for your attention. Kindly subscribe and like and share.